Hello everyone. Now we will discuss about the functional based costing. Another name of this costing we call traditional costing. So how do we calculate the product costs if you are using traditional costing or if you are using functional based costing? So how do we assign the direct raw material cost to the product? For example, we produce several kinds of the products. For example, product A, product B, product C, product C, and so on. So direct raw material costs actually is direct costs, as we already discussed in the previous discussion. Costs classified as traceability. So we have direct costs and indirect costs. So costs that can be easily and accurately traced in the cost object, we call direct costs. So in this case, the cost object is product. So for example, we produce several kinds of the products. So the direct raw material that can be easily and accurately traced to each kind of the product, we call direct costs. And then we can assign directly to each kind of the products. The same thing actually for direct labor costs. This is also direct costs. Direct labor costs that can be easily and accurately traced to each kind of the product. So we can also assign directly to each kind of the product. Different thing is for factory overhead costs. Factory overhead costs, actually, it is indirect cost of product. So the cost that cannot be easily and accurately traced to each kind of the product. So how do we assign the factory overhead to each kind of the product? Actually, we need to know first about the cost pool. The cost pool. Actually, we accumulate first the factory overhead cost to cost pool. So after we accumulate the factory overhead cost to cost pool, and then the cost pool costs will be assigned to each kind of the products using cost driver. In traditional costing, actually the cost driver is unit driver. Actually, there are five of the examples here of the cost drivers. The first is machine hours, direct labor hours, and then units produced, direct labor costs, and also direct raw material cost. So there are five. We call as unit driver because these drivers are driven by the unit produced. The more unit produced, the more unit drivers, and the more factory overhead costs. And otherwise, the less unit produced, the less unit driver, and the less factory overhead costs. And in this case, the cost pool that can be used can be plant or factory, and then can be producing department, and then can be activity. In traditional costing or functional based costing, actually the cost pool are plant and producing department. Because in this case, function refer to organizational units. So the producing department actually is part of the organizational units. Organizational units. Yeah. That's why we call functional based costing. Because we accumulate the manufacturing costs, based on the organizational units. Organizational units can be plant or can be producing department. So different from the activity. Activity actually, if the cost pool is activity, so we call this contemporary costing or activity-based costing. Activity-based costing. So if we focus on the activity, actually we focus on the process and the value chain. Each activity will have input and also will have output. So, and then we can also identify the value of the activity. Is it value added or non-value added, either from the companies or either from the customers? Either from the customers. So actually our approach is process, not the organizational unit. And then in this meeting, we only discuss functional based costing or traditional costing. The activity based costing, we will discuss the next meeting. Now, how can we calculate the, actually our focus in this case for factory overhead costs. Because the main problem in calculating the product cost actually how to assign indirect costs. Because for direct costs, we can easily and accurately assign to each kind of products. So our focus now is only for factory overhead costs. So we call this actually normal costing. Why normal costing? Because we assign the direct raw material costs to actual to product using actual costs. Direct labor costs also assigned to the product using the actual cost, while the factory will assign to the product based on the applied costs. Based on the applied costs. How do we find the applied cost? Actually, we multiply the actual capacity times the predetermined rate. How do we find the predetermined rate? Actually, the budgeted factory overhead divided by the normal capacity. The normal capacity or the available capacity. Now, if our cost pool is planned, and then how we assign the, how do we accumulate the factory overhead cost to cost pool in this plan or factory? So we need to know the cost driver. For example, in this case, the cost driver is machine hour. We assume this the plan is machine intensive. So we can use machine hour as cost driver. And then we need to find the normal capacity. For example, the normal capacity, 10,000 machine hours. And then from the cost pool, we assign to each kind of the product. For example, we produce product A, 10 units, and it takes 100 machine hour. And then we produce product B, 5 units, and it takes 40 machine hours. And then how do we assign the factory overhead cost to each kind of product. The first is we need to determine the factory overhead rate. As I just mentioned that factory overhead rate is calculated by dividing the budgeted factory overhead, budgeted factory overhead by normal capacity. So in this case, our budgeted factory overhead 50 million divided by 10,000 machine hour, so we find 5,000 per machine hour. So we call this predetermined rate. Why do you call this predetermined rate? Because we determine rate based on the budgeted factory overhead. Budgeted factory overhead actually we prepare in the beginning of period. We prepare in the beginning of period the budgeted factory overhead costs. Budgeted factory overhead costs. And then after we find the factory overhead rate, and then we can assign or we can apply the factory overhead cost to each kind of product by multiplying actual capacity times the factory overhead rate. So, for example, in for product A, factory overhead will be applied to product A because to produce 10 units of product A, it takes 100 machine hours. So 100 machine hours times the factory overhead rate, in this case 5,000. So we find the total applied factory overhead costs 500,000. And then how do we calculate the factory overhead cost per unit? Actually, we just divide the total applied factory overhead costs by the number of units produced. In this case, 10 units. So 500,000 divided by 10 units, so we find 50,000. The same case actually for product B. Actually, the same calculation actually for product B. Because to produce 5 units product B takes 40 machine hours. So 40 machine hours times the factory overhead rate 5,000. So we find 200,000. And then factory overhead per unit, factory overhead cost per units of products, 200,000 divided by 5 units. So we find 40,000. 40,000. This is the way how to assign the factory overhead cost to each kind of product if we are using plan as a cost pool. So in this case, we call plan wide rate. In this case, we call plan wide rate because plan as whole, we calculate the rate factory overhead rate for the plan as whole. So we call plan wide rate. Now, how about if we our cost pool are the producing department? If our cost pool is producing department, for example, we have two producing department, department 1, department 2, and then we need to allocate the budgeted factory overhead. Budgeted factory overhead, in this case 50,000, should be allocated to department A, for example, in this case 30,000, and then for department B, for department 2, in this case 20 million. So in total, actually in the same 50 million. Yeah. And then after that, we have to find the cost driver. For example, in department 1 is machine intensive, so we can use machine hour as a cost driver. And then, for example, in department 2, department 2, for example, is labor intensive, so we can use direct labor hours as a cost driver. After we find the cost driver, and then we need to find the normal capacity. For example, in department 1, normal capacity 10,000 machine hours, and then department 2, 5,000 direct labor hours. And then after that, we can find the factory overhead rate for each department. So in this case, for department 1, the factory overhead rate 30 million divided by 10,000 machine hour, so we find 3,000 per machine hour. For department 2, 20 million divided by 5,000 direct labor hours, so we find the factory overhead rate 4,000 per direct labor hours. And then after we find the factory overhead rate, we can assign the departmental costs to each kind of the products. So the departmental costs can be assigned to each kind of product. So the cost for each department should be assigned to each kind of the product. For example, we produce product A, and then 10 units, and it takes 80 machine hours in the department 1, and then 50 direct labor hours in the department 2. So how can we apply this factory overhead cost to product A? Actually, the same formula, actual capacity times the factory overhead rate. So in this case, factory overhead applied to the product A for department 1. For department 1, actually, it takes 80 machine hours times the 3,000, this one, and then we find 240,000, and then in department 2, the products are processed for 50 direct labor hours. So 50 direct labor hours times the 4,000. This is a department 2 rate. So we find 200,000, and then the total applied factory overhead is 440,000 rupiah, and then we divide it by the number of units produced by 10 units. So the factory overhead per unit is 44,000. 44,000. And then, for example, we also produce product B 5 units, and then it takes let's say 30 machine hours in department 1. And then it takes 20 direct labor hours in department 2. In department 2. And then we can calculate the factory overhead cost applied to the product B. Department 1, 30 machine hours times 3,000. And then we find 90,000. Because we produce 30 machine hours, the rate is 3,000. And then for department 2, it takes 20 direct labor hours. And then the rate is 4,000. So 20 direct labor hours times 4,000 is 80,000. So the total applied factory overhead 170,000. So the factory overhead cost per units 170,000 divided by 5 units. So we find 34,000. 34,000. This is the way how to assign factory overhead cost to each kind of product if the cost pool is producing department. If the cost pool is producing department. We call this departmental rates. We call this departmental rates because we calculate factory overhead rate for each producing department. For each producing department. So we can compare between plant-wide rate and the departmental rate. For example, in this case, as we discussed earlier, we produce product A 10 units and we produce product B 5 units. And the cost pool is plant-wide rate. So the rate is 5,000 per machine hours. It takes 100 machine hours for product A and 40 machine hours for product B. And then we can assign this factory overhead cost to each kind of product, and then we can calculate the cost per units. Cost per units. So actually we just multiply 100 times 5,000 will be 500,000 divided by 10 units. So we find factory overhead per unit 50,000. For product B, because we process 40 machine hours times 5,000, so will be 200,000 divided by 5 units. So the factory overhead per unit is 40,000. And then if you are using departmental rates, actually we have the same case. We produce product A 10 unit and B 5 unit. But in this case, we process in department 1. And then we have factory overhead rate in department 1 is 3,000 per machine hours. And then we also produce in department 2. After finish producing in department 1, we continue to department 2. Department 2. And then we can assign the factory overhead cost per units. We can assign the factory overhead cost to each kind of the products. So actually for product A, process in the department 1, 80 machine hours. So 80 times 3,000 will be 240,000. And then in department 2, it process the products process 50 direct labor hours. So 50 direct labor hours times 4,000 will be 200,000. 200,000 times 200,000 plus 240,000. So we get the total applied factory overhead cost 440,000 divided by 10 units. So the factory overhead per unit will be 44,000. In the same way for product B. Product B is processed in the department 1, 30 machine hours. So 30 machine hours times 3,000 will be 90,000. And then product B processed is processed in department 2, 20 direct labor hours. So 20 direct labor hours times 4,000, so will be 80,000. 80,000 plus 90,000, so will be 170,000 170,000 divided by 5 units. So we find factory overhead per unit for product B, 34,000. Yeah. That's all. I hope you can understand well with my explanation, and thank you for your attention. See you.